Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
Hey everyone, welcome to a special live show tonight. Welcome to Twin Flix channel. So tonight I was going to get into some exciting new announcements from Shot Factory, a couple other announcements that came out this week. I also want to discuss about shadow banning. I don't really know what it is, what it's about, but I've been told by a couple of people that I've been shadow banned. So I don't know. I want to discuss that. But first, I want to talk about something that just came up. Actually, I heard a little bit about this from online today, and then my friend Dan from Return the Disc pointed out to me, actually like an hour before showtime. So that's why I'm a little bit late, because I was in the middle of doing something. And it pertains to Severin's 4K UHD presentation of Opera. So, Opera was released this week on 4K UHD, and we're already hearing problems, or there's some color timing issues where people are saying that it looks extremely desaturated and compared to the Blu-ray. So I do what I do best. I quickly pulled about 4 images from the Blu-ray and the 4K to see if this was actually true, or if it was just a rumor and just, you know, the typical crybabies that think that all 4K suck. So this is what that's why there was a delay in the show, and I'm going to show you right now that this rumor, from what I see right now, is false. First I want to say hey to PT. Thanks for joining me, and Zedzilla, thanks so much for joining me, and Return the Disc is here. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. So here are some quick side-by-side comparisons between the previous release Blu-ray and the new 4K of Opera, and you'll see, from what I see right now, this is just a rumor. So here we go. So they're saying, or he is saying, or someone's saying that the 4K is desaturated and there's a color timing issue. I don't know about you, but it looks pretty damn good. The Blu-ray looks, the 4K looks brighter, has some richer colors. The Blu-ray looks faded, not as bright. This is one of the opening shots of the main title. And you tell me what you guys think. This is another scene towards the end of the movie. Look how there's some crushing in the Blu-ray with the black levels. Doesn't look like they have that here on the 4K. This scene it looks natural pink with the walls, or purple. And then fire. It looks pretty similar, actually. So, yeah, I am not seeing what this fast rumor that started today set ablaze the internet on fire of the 4K presentation of Opera. As you can clearly see, I personally don't see any kind of color spacing issues or color timing issues. To me, it doesn't look desaturated. So I'm not sure what the issue is, or why this person is saying this, except to cause mass hysteria and panic with the physical media community. So yeah, that's why I jumped on here later, about 7 minutes later than I wanted to, because I wanted to see for myself, number one, is this accurate? Is there really an issue? And then yes, as PT said here, rumor busted. So there we go. Now, I personally haven't sat down and actually watched the entire movie, the Blu-ray or the 4K. I'm actually doing that tonight. So to be fair, I haven't done that. But from the images that I just pulled and showed you guys, to me, it doesn't look like there's any issue with the color timing. I mean, look at the look how much brighter the 4K is compared to the excuse me, compared to the Blu-ray. I'm just going to go over these one more time real quick here. So yeah, I am not seeing any issues. Maybe someone out there seeing something differently than what I'm seeing, but I'm not seeing any issues. Again, to be fair, I haven't watched the whole 4K presentation yet. So when this person or persons are saying there's a color timing issue or a color timing space issue, he wasn't specific. He didn't say if it was throughout the whole film, if the entire 4K presentation was affected, or if it was just a certain scene or frame that was affected. He didn't say. So I don't know. That's another thing too, is like when you hear rumors like that of people saying the 4K color timing's bad, or it looks too desaturated, or it looks faded, but yet they don't say specifically if it's the entire presentation or if it's just a certain scene or just a certain frame. That kind of tells you right there it's probably not true. Because honestly, as you guys are aware, and how I preach all the time on this channel, is that it all depends on the source material that's used. Sometimes you're at the mercy of the source material, and there might be one frame or 2 frames or 3 frames where, yeah, the color spacing is off, and there's just nothing they could do about it during the restoration process. Hey, Aaron, thanks for joining us. Yeah, like Aaron said, it's brighter. So yeah, so I'm not seeing an issue that this person, I think this person actually started the rumor, and I heard from other people that people are talking about it on Bluray.com, and I guess Pizzowheel, whatever his name is, I don't know. I don't watch his channel. I don't really know him, but I guess he brought it up on his podcast, but he didn't have the 4K to check it himself. And so he wasn't sure either, but he was just bringing it to people's attention. Let me know, Return of the Disc, what that channel is called again. Because it's just one I'm not too familiar with. I know he's big in the YouTube community, but I'm not familiar exactly how to pronounce his name. PT says, Opera is a great flick, one of Gentle's best. Yeah, I'll say my favorite is Tenebrae, is number 1. Number 2 is Deep Red. Number 3 is Opera. And I only seen Opera once, and it was a long time ago when I was a wee little lad, when I was a teenager. So I barely remember it, but I just remember it being great, especially without spoilers. There's this one just very, very, very cool shot of a bullet going through a peephole. And to this day, I've seen interviews with the special effects guy, and he doesn't even remember how they pulled it off. I mean, I think I can figure it out, but I'm not even sure. I mean, it's just a very, very cool shot. Return to Disc says it's not too green. Yeah. Yeah, like a lot of people were complaining about with Twister 4K, saying that it looks unnatural and too green, which it doesn't. Pizzowheel? Is that how you Pizzowheel? Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, so that's that. Now, like I said, again, I want to reiterate, I have not seen the entire movie. I just scrubbed through it real quick and pulled scenes. So I don't know if maybe perhaps there's 1 or 2 frames where the color timing's off, because I haven't watched the whole movie. So if in fact there is an issue, I'm sure Severin Films will come out with a press release talking about it, saying they're doing a replacement. I'm sure that trustworthy sources like Bill Hunt at the Digital Bits, or Disconnected, or High Def Digest, they'll be talking about it. But so far, I haven't heard any issues. So I think it's just honestly one guy trying to stir up trouble, like we've seen in the past. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I wanted to go through really quick with some new 4K titles that's being released that I'm excited about. And then we're going to get into opening up this big box here that was sent from Universal. But let's run through these real quick and let me know, guys, which ones you are excited about, and I'll tell you which ones I'm excited about. So one that I never thought in a million years we would ever see get a 4K, and that is Wes Craven's Shocker. That is coming out from Shout Factory, and with a poster there. And this is another one where I say, if you think physical media is dead, think again. We're getting freaking Shocker on 4K UHD, guys. I mean, come on. Physical media is not dead. The fact that we're getting Shocker on 4K. Another one I'm excited about. Actually, I don't really like this movie, so I'm not excited about it. But a lot of people are. Land of the Dead. Now, these are all coming out in October. Another one is The Wolfman. And that's coming out with a poster as well. This is Benicio del Toro, Anthony Hopkins. It was an okay movie. I didn't think it was the greatest thing in the world, but a lot of people seem to like it. Another one is Drag Me to Hell, and I'm not sure if the director's cut is in 4K or not. They haven't released press material yet. But the one that I'm really excited for, and that is Death Becomes Her. I'm really excited for this movie. It's not the greatest movie in the world, but it's a fun one. Definitely a fun one. Definitely one worth watching. Again, I never thought this would get a 4K release, but here we are. It was a 4K release. Meryl Streep, Goldie Hawn, Bruce Willis in one of his best roles that he's ever done. Honestly, I truly believe that. Directed by Robert Zemeckis, and I believe this won for best special effects. The special effects in this movie are absolutely wild. They're just crazy special effects. So what I'm curious about with Death Becomes Her on 4K is how dodgy some of the early CG is going to look under the higher resolutions. So that's going to be interesting. I do have the Blu-ray, so I will be doing a comparison of that. Yeah, these are some of the special poster and alternative artwork of Drag Me to Hell and Wolfman. Another one here is the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. It's getting a 4K steelbook. This is out, is it the end of August 13th, I believe it's coming out. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, guys. But that's a cool looking steelbook. I ended up not seeing this one in a theater, but I'm hearing good things about it. I may just blind buy it because I really like the last three movies. Sony announced this week that their Volume 5 of their Columbia Classics collection is coming out. I believe in September, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look at the comments here. PT says Troop Beverly Hills in 4K. Right, if they put that on 4K, then you 100% have no doubt that physical media is not dead if they put that on 4K. Yeah, so I'm excited about this one. I have all 4 of these collector's editions, and so I'm excited for this one. I believe it comes out in late September. Oh, another one from Shout Factory is Devil. That's coming on 4K too, which I don't know. Let's see here. Sweeney Todd is coming out in 4K UHD finally. I know Paramount released this originally in 4K last year with their horror collection box set, and I was hoping that we would get a standalone because I did not pick up that horror box set. And we are. So we're getting a standalone of Sweeney Todd in 4K coming out in September. I've already got that one pre-ordered. Patrick Swayze in Ghost is getting a 4K release. This one I was not surprised about because they released a Blu-ray of this like 2018, I want to say, that was sourced from a 4K restoration. So I wasn't surprised about this. I had a feeling they were going to come out with a UHD of Ghost. And let's see here, a couple more here. Oh, now there's a surprise. Cowboys and Aliens. Now, one thing about Cowboys and Aliens that I've heard is that it's not coming in HDR. It's just SDR. No HDR, no Dolby Vision. The director's cut, the extended cut, is also not in 4K. So it's kind of a disappointment all the way around. I think Universal only released the extended cut on Blu-ray. I'm not even sure if they released the theatrical cut, or maybe they put them both on the same disc. So this is kind of a bummer. I was looking forward to seeing this in 4K UHD, especially the extended cut. I mean, it's not the greatest movie in the world, but it was fun. So yeah, that's kind of a bummer. It's not coming out on HDR, or the extended cut is in 4K UHD. Let's check let's see here. Aaron Kilburn says, lots of good stuff coming. Absolutely. A lot of stuff I'm looking forward to. Let's see, what is this? Oh, okay. Death Becomes Her with a poster. And The Bike Riders is coming out, I believe, in 2 weeks. I'm looking forward to that one. I really want to see that one. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I'm a big fan of the director as well. But the one that I'm looking forward to the most out of this entire, between now and September, and my second favorite film of the year. Actually, I'm going to move it up one. My number one favorite film of the year, Horizon, is getting a 4K UHD release September 13th, I believe it's when it's out. Guys, I'm telling you, ignore the bad press. Ignore the bad reviews on this one. It is not true. I don't know why this movie's getting such bad reviews. It is terrific. I've been talking about this for the past couple months now. Kevin Costner went old school on this. If there is any CG, it's very, very little, and just to brush up on some of the effects. But a lot of it is I want to say it's all real. I want to say it's traditional filmmaking. A lot of people ask me, well, what does that mean? Watch Horizon. To me, that's traditional filmmaking. They're going out there. They're not using the void. They're not using the void, not the void. They're not using whatever it's called. Come on, Return of the Disc. What's it called? They're not in the what they use on Mandalorian and a lot of the movies now where they go in and everything is an LED screen around them. They're not doing that. They're not using green screen or blue screen. This is real for real. They went out on real locations in New Mexico, Utah, other places. They shot this on 35 millimeter film. Real for real filmmaking. And the acting is great. The storyline is great. I cannot wait for part 2. And unfortunately, because Warner Brothers did not give this film enough time to actually grow legs and go somewhere, they pulled part 2 from the theaters. And I firmly believe they're just going to put it on VOD and then it's going to go on Max. Which is very, very disappointing because I was very, very looking forward to seeing part 2 in the theater. Part 1 is outstanding, and they show a little trailer or teaser of part 2 at the end of part 1, and it looked absolutely phenomenal. I mean, it looked amazing. The volume, that's what I'm talking about. Thanks, Return of the Disc, the volume. And by the way, guys, if you're not following Return of the Disc, what are you doing with your lives? Go give him a follow. He has some great reviews. If he doesn't mind me saying, he also won an audience award for a short film that he directed. He won an audience award, and I mean, he has some good stuff on that channel. And congratulations to Return of the Disc for his accomplishments. So go, guys, go give him a follow. He's got some great stuff on there. And we're also going to be doing a collab video together soon that I'm going to discuss at the end of this video. Yeah, like Return to This says, on location, real dust and sweat. Absolutely. PT says real BO2, right? John Pimble, hey man, thanks for joining us. Says my present incoming is Hitcher, Caligula, Body Double, Trick or Treat, a nice October release set from home screenings. Dude, I am really looking forward to The Hitcher. As I'm sure you know, Hitcher has been one of my favorite movies and suspense thriller movies. I don't really consider horror movie. I consider more of a thriller. And I've been waiting for this 4K for like 3 years now, and it's finally coming out on 4K UHD. A lot of people were able to put in their orders. The only problem is that if you live here in the States and Canada, or anywhere outside of the UK, you cannot order directly from Second Sight. They're not going to be shipping. The rights holder, for some reason, I was told by my rep, for some reason the rights holder, one of the agreements that they had in the contract is they would only be released in the UK and not outside regions. Doesn't make any sense to me why they would do that. They'd make a lot more money if they did that. However, places like Diabolic DVD, Orbit DVD, I believe Grindhouse DVD or Grindhouse Video, they have, for however they're doing it, they're getting them in. So if you want to order The Hitcher or other movies from Second Sight, order from Diabolic DVD or Orbit DVD. That's where I buy my stuff from, is Diabolic. Jesse is great over there. And so however they're doing, they're working their magic to get these movies to us, which is awesome. And Body Double is another one that I've been looking forward to. Caligula is a really special treat because if you guys are unaware, Caligula is, of course, about the Roman Empire when Caligula ruled Rome. Now, originally it was supposed to be a biopic about it. In turn, however, what happened is that they lost their funding, and Penthouse swooped in, Penthouse of all people, swooped in and funded the movie, financed the movie. And with that came needless pornography. They told the director they wanted pornography, they wanted incest, they wanted all this garbage in this movie that makes absolutely no sense with the movie. And it turned into a huge fiasco, huge chaos. Malcolm McDowell, who starred in the movie, Helen Mirren stars in the movie. They hated it. They disowned it because of what they did to this movie, turning this great biopic into this trash, basically porno disguised as a studio movie. Now they have gone back and they have completely re-edited the movie to where it was originally supposed to be. What's interesting, I don't know how they're doing this, they didn't reshoot anything, they didn't find extra footage anywhere or an alternate cut. Instead, they're recutting the movie from the footage that's already used in the movie. So I don't know how exactly they're doing that, but I know there's a huge documentary all about what they did and how they did that process. So I am really looking forward to Caligula. I pre-ordered that one immediately because I cannot wait to see what they did with it, because the theatrical cut and the director's cut was just a mess. Soul Man on 4K UHD, right? Actually, I'd probably buy that one. But I don't know. I think that movie's been canceled today for some reason. Well, not some reason. I know why. But I think people have canceled that movie. All right. Let's open up the big box. Here we go. The big box here. We're going to open up this baby. See what's inside, because I do not know what is inside. So let's open this up. You're going to be as surprised as I am watching me unbox this thing in real time, in real motion. I'm not in the volume. I'm not using CG, not using special effects. So let's see what's in here. Whoa. Didn't this already come out? PT says Second Sight issue has to do with licensing rights issues. Yeah, that's what I said, is that the rights holder in their agreement said that they don't want them to release it outside of the UK. For some reason, I don't know why. It seems pretty ridiculous to me. You would think they would make a lot more money if they did that. Okay. How am I going to get this out? Get out of here! Alright, I thought they already released this. So I don't know if this is a re-release. There's no paperwork. But it's the Bourne Identity 20th Anniversary Limited Edition gift set. So it's got a lot of cool stuff in there. I'm going to open it up and take a look at it one by one. I know they released this, like, what, a year ago? 2 years ago. So I don't know if they're doing, like I said, I don't know if they're doing a re-release, and that's why they send it to me. But hey, I'll take it, right? Okay, let's open this up. This is pretty cool. Now, I'm not one of those people that does reactions where I'm yelling and screaming and having a heart attack. I look pretty... This is it. This is my reaction. So if you're looking for some kind of big reaction, this isn't the channel. All right, there's that. Oh, okay, there's the movies. So here's the movies on 4K UHD. Yes, they are up. They are all upsampled. They're not new 4K restorations. Aaron Kilburn says, what did he say? Where's my mouse? Where's my mousey? Super cool. And Simon Gilmore says, hey, hi, Aaron. All right. Let's open this up here. I'm going to put the chat on the side here. See if I can do that. Overlay it. All right. So I guess it's a tactical backpack. I guess everything is inside of this. Where's the 4K player? Shouldn't they have a travel-sized 4K player so you can watch the movies while you're on your expedition? Okay, where's all the stuff they said is inside of here? There's too many pockets. I don't know what to do with myself. Here it is. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets, and then there's like a lot of different little compartments within them. So that's the backpack. So what we have here is a compass, a key ring compass. Let me zoom in here for a little bit here. Not too close. You don't want to see my ugly face. So there is a key ring compass. It's pretty cool. Oh, this is cool. We got some dog tags. I always love me some dog tags. So that's pretty cool. What does it say on there? It just says born 25th anniversary. And then it gives a... okay, it says David Webb. Is that what his name is in the movie? I don't know. But we got dog tags. And then we have here is... This is the one that I'm excited for. There we go. So that's pretty cool. Eyesight. Whoa, I can see you guys. It's got a little cloth here so you can clean. So that is pretty cool. Let me see here. Let me get situated here. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Day and night tactical, what do they call it? Eyepiece. So that's pretty cool. That's really cool. And it actually works too, which is interesting. Sometimes you get this stuff and they don't actually work. It's just like prop pieces. And then we got the movie. Does it include all of them? Yeah, it does include all of them. So Born Identity, Born Supremacy, Born Ultimatum, Born Legacy, Jason Bourne, and then a bonus disc. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I want to thank Universal Pictures for sending this to us. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So go out on an expedition and be Jason Bourne. That's cool. Let me know, guys, if you got this. Like I said, I believe it was released already before like a year ago, and I think this is a reissue. Let me know if you know anyone who's picked that one up when it first came out. A couple other releases here that I got. We already know about Opera. There it is. Now this is a 5-disc set, and I don't know if this comes with it if you just order it online, but they also sent me these glasses, which are pretty cool. What's funny is that they left a note in here saying these are not actual sunglasses. Do not look at the sun in these. They're just prop glasses. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, this comes with a 5-disc set. You got the 4K that includes the director's cut and the theatrical cut, a Blu-ray that contains the same thing, and then you have 2 other Blu-rays that are just straight special features. And then you have the CD soundtrack, which is awesome. I love CD soundtracks. I love them. I would marry them if I could. Real quick here, Warner Brothers sent in the Rocky Ultimate Collection. So, yes, I've had some people ask me if this fixed the issues with, where'd it go? With this one, because there was audio issues, and also I think Rocky 4 had an issue with the aspect ratio where it kept changing from 185 to 240. Yes, this does have the corrected discs, and it also has Rocky 5 and Rocky Balboa the director's cut. And this is the announcement that I'm going to make. Me and Return of the Disc, Dan at Over Return of the Disc, we are going to be doing a review and kind of comparing the differences here between Rocky 4, the theatrical cut, and Rocky 4, the director's cut, and then Rocky Balboa, the theatrical cut, and Rocky Balboa, the director's cut. So that should be a fun video to do. Especially Dan is a huge Rocky fan, so I'm sure he has a lot to say about it. Yeah, so that is going to air live on Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 Eastern, or 5 Pacific Time. I always say Pacific Time for some reason, but Pacific Time. So that'd be a fun video to watch. So keep an eyeball or 2 out for that. And I will be doing comparisons because I still have the Blu-ray edition to Rocky. So I will be doing all 6 comparisons to all 6 movies. So that'll be coming up soon. Really quick here, I'm going to run through these real fast. So Sony Pictures also sent me the 4K Steelbook of Captain Phillips. That's pretty cool. I love the matte Steelbooks instead of the glossy, because the glossy always get fingerprints all over it. Matte, you don't. So this, I believe this is out now. And then they also sent me Run Lola Run. And I know this was part of their Sony Picture Classics box set. It was like $230 or something. And I think they're going to start cherry picking of what they're going to release as a standard edition. So this is their first one, is Run Lola Run on 4K UHD. This is one I've never seen. I've always wanted to, but I've just never gone around to seeing it. So I can't wait to check that out. MVD sent me the Linguini Incident. Another movie I've never seen. However, I've always heard about this movie. David Bowie is in it, Rosanna Arquette, and director Richard Shepard never actually had his version realized. The studio took it away from him, re-edited it, and he disowned the movie. Now he's able to actually get his director's cut, his fully realized vision of the film out to the public. So MVD has released this one, not 4K, but it is from a 4K restoration. Just put it on 1080p Blu-ray, and it's loaded with special features. So can't wait to dig into that one. And then the last 2. From Second Sight, we have A Bittersweet Life. This is a Korean film, and I know I saw this when it first came out, but I don't remember anything about it, except that it was good. So you got the 4K and the Blu-ray. And there is the artwork there. Then you have a big book here. And then you've got some art card or lobby cards, art cards, whatever you want to call them. I've always called them lobby cards. Other people call them art cards. They're all the same. It's all the same. And then lastly, I have from A24. I'm telling people that you can start calling me an A24 snob because I joined their membership service. So from A24, I got Zone of Interest. This is one that I did not see in the theater, but I'm hearing there is specifically great reasons why this was nominated for the technical awards, especially for sound design and sound editing. I hear that the sound editing is just incredible in this movie, and that is a very powerful film as well. It is PG-13, so I'm sure it's not, it doesn't have the same kind of impact as something like Schindler's List does, but I'm hearing some really great things about it. There's a disc, and it also comes with some art cards here. So So there's some art cards here. Let me know in the comment section if you guys saw this and if you recommend it. What did you think of the movie? Let me know in the comments. And that is it. That's all I got this week. I'm always getting stuff in, so I'm sure you'll see it soon. Let's see here. John Pimmel says, "Be an A24 snob. Not a bad film from A24." Yeah, I like I said, I haven't seen it, but I've heard nothing but incredible things about it. So I cannot wait to check it out. And especially at home theater in Dolby Atmos, I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. All right, now that we got the physical media out of the way, now I want to hear from you, because I suddenly got these DMs saying that people think I've been shadow banned, that my YouTube channel's been shadow banned. I honestly was not sure what shadow ban even meant. I had like an idea, but I wasn't sure what it meant. And I kind of blew it off at first, just like shrugged it off, but I didn't think it was a big deal. And then I started getting more and more messages from people saying, "Dude, your channel's not coming up in my feed anymore." I've had some people say they don't even know that I posted or uploaded a new video until they see me promote it on my social media accounts. So I don't know what's going on. I have also noticed that my views aren't as much as they used to. So for instance, like a movie like Bad Lieutenant, I did a 4K versus Blu-ray comparison of that, and for that type of movie, it's not a well-known movie, it's not a very popular movie, so I usually get between 1.5 to 2,000 views for a movie like that. I don't think I've even cracked 500 views. And I've noticed a couple other videos like that too, where I should be getting, and I usually get more views than I am. So I need your help, guys. Explain to me exactly what shadow banning is. I think John Pimmel, I think you may be able to explain it. And most importantly, if I am shadow banned, what do I do about it? How do I become unshadow banned? Or does it even matter? Am I just at the mercy of Google? I know that on social media platforms like TikTok, I know that they will actually do that. They'll kind of hold your videos hostage and only give you very, very few view numbers. And then they send you, a pop-up advertisement saying, spend $7 to get to promote your video, and you'll grow and get 1,000 views. So is that what's going on now? Is that what's happening now with social media platforms with Google? Is they want you to pay to use their service, and so they basically hold your videos, hold your account hostage, giving you very low view rates, making it hard for people to find your content, hiding your content, because they want you to spend money to promote? Is that what's going on now? John Pimmel says, more cat content will unshadow you. If I only had a cat, maybe that would work. My nephew my nephew has a couple stuffed cats. Maybe I can use that. So I don't know. I mean, I've Googled it, and I just can't 100% make sense of it all. I'm not saying, yeah, Aaron Kilburn, he says here, I'm not getting any notifications about your channel, but I am subscribed. Exactly, and I'm hearing that a lot from people recently, is that they're subscribed, but they're not receiving any notifications. It doesn't come up on their feed. I had a couple people tell me that to even find out if I had a new video, they had to go and actually really hunt it down, go to my channel, and it didn't even show up. Like, my new video should be the first video under the video playlist. It's not. And so they had to search and hunt specifically to see if I had a new video up. So I don't know what's happening. I don't know if Google and social media is like Dr. Evil in his lair saying, ha 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 ha, pay me $1 million and then you can get 1,000 views. I don't know what's going on. Is that the case now? Because if that's the case, I'm not going to play that game. Homie don't play that. And it is what it is. I'm still going to make my content, but yeah, I mean, first of all, let me know out there, guys. There's 10 of you in here right now. Let me know out there, how many of you have actually clicked on the bell, the notification bell, to let you be notified if new videos are up? That could be an issue too. John Pimble says, but you are probably the one not getting priority in searches. But I am not an expert on this. It is true, paid gets you normal. I do see your stuff, but I'm quite the regular. Yeah. I mean, you're definitely one of the regular ones here on Twin Flicks, and so that might be why, is because you watch our content regularly, which very appreciative. I thank you. So that might be why. So I don't know. I don't know what the issue is. So guys, if people out there are watching this on the replay and they know what's going on, or they have information about how to know if you're actually shadow banned, how to unshadow ban yourself, please let me know in the comments, because I'm really interested in this. Like I said, I Googled it, and yeah, it kind of explains it, but it kind of went over my head. I just wasn't exactly sure what it all meant and what to do about it. I had one friend tell me that just don't post anything for a month, and it basically resets itself, and then post something. But dude, a month without new content on a channel is like, on an internet time, it's like years without content. So I don't know how true that actually is, and do I really want to do that? Go a month without posting anything? So I don't know, guys, but that's what the thumbnail was about, and the description of this title was about, because I don't know, and I'm hoping that somebody out there can let me know that's not a bot, because I suddenly got a bunch of bots from when I posted this. When I promoted this live video on X and TikTok, I suddenly got all these bots saying, "You've been shadow banned, click here." And, of course, they want you to pay for it. Pay to get unshadow banned. So, yeah, I don't know. But like I said, if any of you guys out there know anything about this, please DM me, message me in the comments, email me, whatever you need to do. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, because I haven't had dinner yet and me hungry. But yeah, guys, if you can, share this video with people about Opera, because I'm hearing a lot of people starting to panic. I heard some people even canceling their pre-orders. And this is what happens when one person says something and it sets the world on fire. The internet goes ablaze with it, and physical media collectors start panicking. They start canceling the pre-orders. As you saw at the top of this video, at least from those 4 images, I found nothing wrong with it. I am going to be watching it after I get done with this video, just to see if there is an issue through any part of the film, the 4K presentation. But I will be doing a Blu-ray versus 4K comparison of it. So between now and when that comes out, I'm going to be doing research. I'm going to be talking to my rep over at Severin Films. I actually emailed him earlier about this, and so we'll see. We'll see what they say. We'll see what other trustworthy reviewers say, like the Digital Bits, Disconnected. I was talking to him as well, and he said he hasn't heard anything. So I'm chalking this up to just somebody trying to stir up trouble. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for coming aboard, watching this live video. Keep an eye out for me and Dan's live video of Rocky IV and Rocky Balboa. We will be taking viewer questions. So get your questions ready, get your comments ready about Rocky, and bring it on, and we will be answering them throughout the video. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Keep Physical Media alive. Thanks, every one of you, for coming on, and we will see you next time. All right, guys, I'm out of here.